Happy National Batman Day 2019 and happy 80th anniversary to Batman, the Dark Knight, the Caped Crusader. He is my favorite superhero. Films, pizza, and Batman are my life. I love Batman. So today I'm going to showcase my Batman collection and also answer some questions that you submitted for me to answer. Some Batman related questions. Here we go. Is there a villain from the comics/animated shows you would like to see in live action? We've had other villains like Firefly appear on Gotham. I would like to see Firefly in a movie, but one villain that I would really love to see in a film is Professor Hugo Strange and Lady Shiva. Lady Shiva is a cool character. That's one villain that hasn't really been shown in any film, and it's a female villain, so that's something that's very different for Batman to face. You know, it's like Talia, but if they're not love interests. I love Lady Shiva. She was featured in the Arkham Origins video game. I also wouldn't mind seeing the villain Anarchy in a no man's land type of situation for Batman. Mr. Pig, I think, would be a great villain for like a crazy psychological thriller in the vein of like Seven or like a David Fincher film. Favorite Batman movie? My favorite Batman movie is a tie between all three of the Dark Knight trilogy. There's Jesus Christ, there's the Holy Grail, and there's the original Star Wars trilogy. The Dark Knight trilogy is up there with those things. I love it. But besides the Dark Knight trilogy, my favorite Batman movie is Batman 1989. It's the first Batman film I saw, and it just had the right amount of everything, you know? It wasn't too dark and gritty as far as it being like grounded in reality. It had a bit of fantasy that was still like a comic book, but it wasn't campy. So 89 was really a film that was the perfect blend of reality and fantasy that brought a dark approach to the comic book film and Batman on film. It's also one of the most important Batman films, I think, because if not, everybody would still be thinking of Adam West. This is a film that truly translated what the character meant in the comics onto live action. Favorite Batman couple in either comics or film? Oh man, he's been with so many people. You know, Silver St. Cloud. He's been with Talia al Ghul. They had a child, Damian Wayne. But for me, Endgame is going to be Selena Kyle and Batman. Selena Kyle and him are great. Catwoman and Batman are my favorite couple. I love the comics, any incarnation. Michelle Pfeiffer and Michael Keaton were great. But my two favorite incarnations of that couple are from The Dark Knight Rises with Christian Bale and Anne Hathaway, as well as the Batman Telltale series. I love Bruce and Selena's relationship in that video game, and that's probably my favorite couple out of any Batman couple. I just love him and Catwoman. I mean, how much better can you get than this? That is a power couple. Relationship goals. Who would you cast as Batman in a Batman movie you would direct? Ooh, that's a good question. There are a lot of people I think that would make an excellent Batman/Bruce Wayne. The real role is Bruce Wayne. So I have two actors in mind. They're too old now. They can play it as an older Batman, but one actor I would love to cast if I directed a Batman movie is Ian Somerhalder. You know, he kind of has a Nightwing look, but I would always imagine Milo Ventimiglia as Nightwing. But Ian Somerhalder, if you do it like Arkham Asylum, and Alex Ross type Batman with the intensity of Michael Keaton, the way his eyes look, I think he could pull off that performance, especially like in the Arkham suit. If you look at that, I could totally imagine Ian Somerhalder as that Batman. Now, as far as Bruce Wayne, it would kind of have to be more like Michael Keaton, but he'd be having the physique of Christian Bale, if that makes any sense. I would love to see him in a Batman role. Another actor I think that could be a contender for me casting in a Batman movie would be Jon Hamm. He could play an older, seasoned Batman, and I could totally imagine him pulling off like an Alex Ross-esque type of Batman. Do you have a favorite Batman animated film? Yes, I do. My favorite Batman animated movie is Batman Mask of the Phantasm. That is like the end-all be-all for animation. I love that film. Before Batman Begins, that was actually my favorite Batman film out of all of them. But as far as other animation, I also really love Batman Under the Red Hood. You have Jensen Ackles as the Red Hood and Bruce Greenwood as Batman. And then I also love Dark Knight Returns, the version that has both volumes put together. Peter Weller, Yeah, RoboCop plays an awesome Batman. Those are probably the three films that I really, really love as far as animation goes, but definitely the top one is Mask of the Phantasm. Which Batman movie do you feel got him right? All the Batman films always pay some slight homage to different incarnations of the character. That makes him such a great character. That makes him last 80 years is that he can have different interpretations. Different movies focus on different elements of that character. But for me, I think the film that got it right was Batman Begins as far as Bruce Wayne and Batman and who he is. Ben Affleck, his Batman looked like the comic book. He very much was like that Bruce Wayne from the animated series. He did kill. He was excessive like Frank Miller's, but I feel like it was too much. Where the other ones were campy, he didn't have any personality, he wasn't dark and brooding. He was almost just like a deputy. Christian Bale's really got it right to where, why do we need a Batman? Why can't he be a regular vigilante? Why can't he be a police officer? You get to see the injustice in Gotham. You get to see why a man dresses as a bat. And that film answered everything. Focused on Bruce Wayne, and it shows you why he is Batman, why he is the way he is, why he exists. So I love that whole trilogy, but Batman Begins was the one film to really get it right, finally get the character right, I think. And that is my favorite film as far as like the incarnation of both Bruce Wayne and Batman, as far as getting the character right from the comics and translating it into film. Do you have a favorite Batman villain? Yes, I do. There's so many great villains. Batman has the best rogues gallery of any comic book character. I love Two-Face, Scarecrow, if Catwoman. Mr. Freeze is great. He's probably one of my favorites, along with Professor Hugo Strange. But my favorite, come on, man, it's the Joker. The Joker is my favorite Batman villain. He is the exact opposite of Batman. He's Professor Moriarty, yin and yang. They have that relationship, and Joker is Batman's arch nemesis, and to me, it's my favorite Batman villain. What would Batman be without the Joker? What would the Joker be without a Batman? Which Robin is your favorite? Ooh, good question. Robin from How I Met Your Mother. No, just kidding. My favorite Robin is actually Richard Grayson, Dick Grayson, the first Robin. You had Jason Todd, you had Stephanie Brown, you had Timothy Drake, but Dick Grayson is the OG Robin. He's my favorite, became Nightwing. As far as incarnations, I like the comic. I think Burt Ward did a great job in the TV show. My favorites would probably be between the animated series and Chris O'Donnell from Batman Forever. Those are my favorite Robins. Do you have a favorite bat suit? Yes, I love all the bat suits, but I like the Dark Knight one. I like Batman Begins, but my favorites, even though Origins is really, really awesome, I love the Arkham Origins suit. My absolute favorites are the Arkham Asylum, Arkham City bat suit. And then out of Michael Keaton's in live action, my favorite is the Batman Returns suit. That is the best looking suit. Sharp, sleek. It's more of body armor, kind of like a machine-like body armor than the man-made one in '89. And I just love the look of that suit. So yeah, Batman Returns is my favorite bat suit. If I ever found a costume to cosplay as, it'll be the Michael Keaton Batman. Who is your favorite Batman out of the comics? Ooh, that's so hard. There's so many great different interpretations of Batman in the comic books. But for me, it's going to be the Neil Adams Batman. I love the Neil Adams Batman, the way it looks. The story, it was after the campy decade of Batman. They got more to the dark detective stories with Denny O'Neil and Neil Adams. So definitely that Batman with the blue, gray, and yellow emblem is probably one of my favorite Batmans, if not my favorite Batman out of the comics. I love the Neil Adams Batman. Which actor is your favorite Batman? Voice acting, it would be Kevin Conroy, but as far as live action, see, they all have done great jobs, all presented different elements from the comics on a screen. Val Kilmer, I think, is highly underrated, but my favorites would probably be between Michael Keaton and then, most of all, Christian Bale. Christian Bale is my absolute favorite for the role of Bruce Wayne and Batman. So yeah, Christian Bale's my favorite Batman actor. Favorite Batman Blu-ray? Ooh, that's hard. I have so many Batman Blu-rays. There's a steelbook of Dark Knight Returns that I really like. But it'd probably be between the Dark Knight trilogy. I love the box set of that, but most likely the anthology. I love the Batman anthology box set. It was the first Blu-ray box set I bought. Has the 4 individual films with a bat emblem, much like the DVD case, but more slimmer. So yeah, the Batman anthology is my favorite Blu-ray. Which Joker is your favorite Joker? Again, like Batman, there's so many great interpretations of it. I even enjoyed Jared Leto's Joker. Can't wait to see what Joaquin Phoenix does. But for me, there's Nicholson, there's Heath Ledger. But out of all of them, my favorite Joker is Mark Hamill. That guy is unmatched, and he is truly a clown prince of crime between the Arkham video games and the animated series. I love Mark Hamill. How did you feel about Ben Affleck's Batman? Are you excited for Robert Pattinson? For the first question, yes, I liked Ben Affleck as Batman. As a matter of fact, I think he was one of the most perfect portrayals of the character. I mean, just look at his Bruce Wayne, and then look at the animated series of Batman Bruce Wayne. Look at how he dresses to the comics, and look at the suit. That is straight from The Dark Knight Returns. I love his Batman. Sure, he was in a darker place, but man, you had that, and even with him becoming Tony Stark in the Justice League, I liked his Batman overall. And I would have loved to see what a Ben Affleck directed Batman would have been like with Deathstroke. I think he gets a lot more flack. It's after Christian Bale. In many ways, it reminds me of Andrew Garfield, where you have somebody who's widely criticized, but somebody who's also very accurate to the comic books, or at least certain parts of the comics. And I think it was unfair. Say what you will, a lot of people hate Affleck. I loved him, and you know what? He was better than George Clooney. Robert Pattinson. I'm not excited for him, but maybe he'll surprise me, you know. I want to see more of the detective side. The way he looks, he could pull off a mix between the kid from Gotham and like a Val Kilmer type of Batman. Who knows what the direction and tone will be? Rumor is it's going to be Long Halloween. I'd love to see it. Overall, I hope Robert Pattinson surprises me the way Daniel Craig surprised me as 007. But as far as being excited for it, thinking it's the best casting and everything, no, I'm not excited to see this movie at all. I'm not excited for Robert Pattinson. I think if I went to a gym and got in like really great shape, I would be a better Batman than Robert Pattinson. But that's just my opinion. There's so many other people they could have picked, but we'll have to see what he does. I can't fully judge it until I see the movie, so yeah. I'm not very excited for it. Favorite Batman video game? Ooh, there are some great games. There's like Lego Batman, Batman Vengeance. My favorite would probably be between Batman Arkham Asylum and Batman Arkham Origins, as well as the Telltale series. Those three are like my favorite Batman video games. But definitely like Asylum and Origins. Origins has the best story. I like the new stuff they did in Telltale, but as far as Batman game, Arkham Asylum is the definitive Batman video game. First Batman comic you ever read? Ooh, I actually did not read that many comics when I was younger. I'm trying to remember. Actually, this isn't to shock you. First Batman comic I read was my brother's Batman vs. Spawn comic from Frank Miller and Todd McFarlane. Yes, that one was awesome, and that's probably the first Batman comic I read, or at least that I remember reading. Kind of edgy, I know, but I love the look of it, and it was kind of a cool crossover at that time. It's before the Spawn film, but he was very popular in the comics with Image Comics, then later in animation with the HBO show. And since I had an older brother that was 15 years older than I was, yeah, I could watch a lot of older, gritty stuff with him, so that's one comic that he had, and it's probably the first Batman comic I ever read. What Catwoman is your favorite Catwoman? Ooh, that's hard. All of them are unique in their own ways. I love Michelle Pfeiffer. She's great. The suit. Besides the animated series and Telltale, would probably be between Anne Hathaway and Dark Knight Rises. I love her as far as film. And then Julie Newmar from the Batman Adam West show. I love those two Catwomen. They had the certain, like Julie Newmar had the certain feline aspects with being a cat burglar. Anne Hathaway's is kind of like that, but more grounded as a cat burglar. Kind of had the switch between being a hero and anti-hero, much like the comic book. So yeah, those two would be my favorite Catwoman. Favorite Batman composer? Ooh, there's some great music. Elliot Goldenthal has a theme. Hans Zimmer, not one, but two themes with Ben Affleck and Christian Bale. But come on, man. Favorite composer, hands down, is Danny Elfman, Shirley Walker, from the Tim Burton films and the animated series. Every time you hear that theme, you think Batman. That is Batman. The way that John Williams' score is Superman. Yeah, Danny Elfman, hands down. What is your favorite Batman the Animated Series episode? That's a hard one, but I would probably say Over the Edge. That is one trippy episode, but you have Batgirl getting killed by Scarecrow, Commissioner Gordon going after Batman, and it's all like a Scarecrow nightmare scenario, but it's so good, that Bane and Batman fight. Yeah, that one's great, as well as A Heart of Ice with Mr. Freeze. And then I also like Matt Love, Joker's Millions, Robin's Reckoning, Perchance to Dream was really good. And then you have Night of the Ninja and Day of the Samurai. Those are good. But yeah, probably Over the Edge. What is your favorite Batmobile? Ooh, does it come in black? No, really. I love all the Batmobiles. They're amazing. The Tumbler's like a tank. That one's such an awesome one. But my favorite is the 89 1992 Batmobile from Michael Keaton. Tim Burton's Batmobile is my favorite. Yeah. If I ever see that, I'm going to probably steal it and then put on Smash It Up by The Offspring. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that does it for my Bat questions. Thank you everyone for submitting your questions. Now, let's switch it up to the Batman collection. Stay tuned. If you made it this far in the video, I thank you all for watching. Right now, I'm going to go over most of my Batman collection. Yes, whether that means movies on DVD, Blu-ray, video games, comics, graphic novels, posters, or toys. Most of my Batman collection that I can find right now with all the memorabilia. Now, recently I sold Batman Beyond on DVD because they announced that it's going to make its way to Blu-ray in late October. So I decided to upgrade. I no longer have that, and I also upgraded my animated series DVD to Blu-ray. Here we have the Bat Rug. Now, this is actually a shower rug that my mom got me, and everywhere I moved to, I've always kept it in my room. It's a nice little Batman rug right in front of the entertainment center. And here we have the Batman Arkham Knight edition of the PS4. I have a box set of it. Yeah, that was nice. It was a great day getting that with Batman Arkham Knight. Speaking of video games, we have this little artwork. I got it at Comic-Con with Mark Hamill's Arkham Joker. Up here is a Batman pop vinyl that I actually won at a superhero trivia contest when I attended University of Texas at Austin. Yeah, my team won, and for a bonus round, you had to have a Batman impersonation, and I went full Christian Bale and won first prize. I wish we had somebody record it, though. Nobody recorded it. Epic moment, doing a Bat voice on a microphone. Heresy to some, but I have Avengers Infinity War with the Justice League. Batfleck. Then we have a Neil Adams Batman Detective Comics little wooden poster. My brother-in-law found this Joker at like a Goodwill. Not bad. I'm going to probably have it in my Joker review in October. They also found this little Halloween. It's getting dust here. Need to dust it, but Halloween little Batman holder. Speaking of games, yeah. I guess we have Mortal Kombat versus DC, which has Batman. And then let me just take this down so it doesn't fall. And then we have Injustice. I remember getting this in 2013. That's actually where I found my Batman cap. I've had it ever since. I love it. My mom got me this. I kept both copies. And then my mom also, for my birthday, got me Injustice 2. I love it. For Christmas, I got Arkham Origins, which, by the way, I played on Christmas Eve. Awesome game to play on Christmas Eve. Despite its kind of glitchiness, it has a strong story. Very underrated. This got the first day. You can check out my Arkham Asylum retrospective. I love this. And then you have its sequel, which just goes crazy. I love it. Catwoman Hugo Strange. This could have ended stronger, but I like the gameplay for Arkham Knight. We all knew it was Jason Todd. And down here we have Lego Batman for the PS2. I love this with the Danny Elfman music. This tied me over between Dark Knight and Arkham Asylum. Then you have Batman Vengeance. For the longest, this is my favorite Batman video game with the new adventures. Love the graphics. Then there's the beat 'em up sequel, Rise of Sinzu, character that actually originated in the video game. And then we have Batman Begins. This is an awesome movie adaptation. Very great. And then Batman related, we have Justice League Heroes with Ron Perlman as Batman. Going to films, yeah, we have Wonder Woman, and then Batman Dr. Pepper from BVS, Batfleck. Oh yeah, my mom just found this Nightwing figure at a Bell's on clearance. I like it. While we're at it, there's actually another Batman on this. There's Superman, Wonder Woman, and then there's him in the armored suit. Do you bleed? You will. Of course, is my Blu-ray collection. We'll do an updated video. We have the Batmans here. So the first one, Batman Under the Red Hood. I love this movie. Very, very underrated. Then we have Batman the movie, Adam West. And then going to the Adam West collection, we have Return of the Caped Crusaders. God, I need to dust this. Does y'all's house get dusty? Because mine, I have to dust it like every week, it seems. This hasn't been the week. But Batman Two-Face, love William Shatner. And then, of course, this is the complete series. Holy Rusted Metal, Batman! Then we have the Holy Grail of the Dark Knight trilogy that I just talked about in my Q&A. Love this. Then going to other Batman stuff, we have the Anthology. We have Batman from '89. I love these thin cases. I wish they went with the theatrical cases, though, that were on the DVD and the other ones. Batman Returns. Underrated movie. And then this isn't as bad as what people say I like. This is my second favorite out of the four. This is bad. I hate it, but without this film, we would never have had the Dark Knight trilogy, so I have to appreciate it. Then we have Batman, the complete animated series. I love this in 2 little volumes here. Such a great series. Then in still books, we have Batman, the Killing Joke from Target. I like the graphic novel better. If they just cut out the first 30 minutes and just expanded on the graphic novel, this would have been a classic. Then my favorite, Dark Knight Returns. I actually like this better than the graphic novel, both volumes. Such an awesome movie with Peter Weller. Then we have the Trinity with the Ultimate Edition of BVS. I don't care what people say, I love this. Then it's not so good sequel, Justice League, but I love this Alex Ross-esque cover. Then we have Justice League Doom. Dwayne McDuffie wrote this. This is awesome, based on the Tower of Babel. I love this. And speaking of a definitive Justice League, we have the complete series of Justice League, which includes Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. Going on to animation, we have the Batman Superman movie, which is basically a compilation of the Superman Avengers episode World's Finest. I love this. This is the definitive Batman Superman crossover. Then I didn't sell Return of the Joker. I kept this. This is the uncut PG-13 version, the way it was originally envisioned. Oh, this is so much better. Then we have Superman, Batman, Public Enemies. This is another one I really love with Kevin Conroy and Tim Daly. Then we have Batman Year One. Yeah, Commissioner Gordon from Gotham is Batman in this. And as a matter of fact, Bryan Cranston voices Commissioner Gordon, I should say Lieutenant Gordon in this. You know what? Well, actually, he's Sergeant, but you know what I mean. He's Gordon. I would have Bryan Cranston as Gordon in a Batman movie. Over here is a Batman novelization. I love this, of the '89 film. It actually contains a little bit more stuff than the film. Then here is one of the earliest soundtracks I have. I think it's my brother's Batman Returns, Danny Elfman score. Yes, this is the soundtrack, and I love it. Still in there. Love that emblem. And then I have the soundtracks, but I don't have them anymore, the cases. But this isn't a booklet of Batman Forever. Kiss from a Rose is on here, as well as U2. Only one soundtrack is forever. Batman Forever. I love this. Get to see some of the characters in here. And then this is the Batman and Robin soundtrack. I didn't like this when I was a kid, but it grew on me. I love Smashing Pumpkins. Very awesome soundtrack. Yeah, I don't have the case, but it's Batman and Robin. And again, like the other one, it has all the characters in here. Here is the last soundtrack I got at Hastings, Batman vs. Superman. I love this. Hans Zimmer score is fantastic. And then I really love Batman Arkham City, the album. I just had a video of Batman the Years by Crosses. And this was actually one of my first highest viewed videos on my first channel, The Years Crosses is on here. I love it. Coheed and Cambria. Such an amazing album. I wish the songs were in the game. Then we have the Dark Knight score. I love it. Then we have Dark Knight Rises. Yeah, Fire Rises is one of my favorite tracks. Then the album to The Suicide Squad. And then Injustice, Gods Among Us, the album. Yeah, Evil Friends by Portugal the Man's on here, way before the Taco Bell commercial. Then is a vinyl of The Dark Knight Rises my sister gave me. I love it. Here are my Batman collection. There's Tales of Batman and Adventures of Batman. I got this at like a Goodwill back in the day. Both of them make one image. I like it. It's a Batman novel. This and like Batman No Man's Land was my favorite. I never bought No Man's Land. Used to check it out all the time at the library. And then here is the Batman Essential Cyclopedia. I love it. DC's Guide to Penciling. But I also have The Killing Joke. Joker by Brian Azzarello. Awesome story. Dark Knight by Paul Dini. Great moving story about how he got mugged and overcame it due to his fandom of Batman and belief of the character. Batman Cacophony. I love this by Kevin Smith. Gets way too much flack. The Widening Guy-Ray. Then we have Batman, Bruce Wayne Murderer. Then we have Batman Year One. Batman, The Dark Knight Returns. Batman The Long Halloween. And Batman Hush. Then, of course, we have a Batman coaster. Haven't used it in a while. Still have a Jared Leto Joker keychain. bagged from Suicide Squad at Regal Cinemas. And then my brother gave me this commemorative Batman watch. Overall, it's not a bad watch, although I have another grown-up watch. Then is this visual history of Batman. I love it. Then we have Michael A. Uslan's Boy Who Loved Batman, producer of all the live-action Batman films. I highly recommend this memoir for film fanatics and Batman fans alike. Then we have Arkham Universe dictionary my brother got me. I love this. It's like the visual guides from Star Wars and stuff, but with Batman. All the characters of Arkham. I freaking love this book. This book's amazing. It has all the different bat suits you can get in the game. Yeah. All the way from Origins to Arkham Knight. Then there's the DC Comics Guide year by year, visual chronicle. Then there's a DC Encyclopedia. Love that Alex Ross Batman. I would have John Hamm like that, or Arkham. Then there's the art making of the Dark Knight trilogy. I love this. Showcases the art and making of all three films. Dude, Christopher Nolan is a masterclass filmmaker. This is awesome. Then we have the Batmobile. Does it come in black? And it showcases like all the different types of Batmobiles throughout Batman's live action history. Then here is the DC Vault, which is pretty much just like collectibles and stuff from DC Comics. I love it. Has different things with Batman. Different little excerpts. Stuff like that. Here's a Batman comic collection. There's Detective Comics number 1000 landmark issue. I love it. Then we have the Batman Gotham Adventures, Ra's al Ghul versus the Detective. Now that's like from the new adventures of Batman. I love it. Such a great collection of comics. Very Bruce Wayne murderer vibe here. Wrongfully accused. This always reminds me of Batman Vengeance with the Joker. This is a cool little comic where he fights Clayface. Two-Faced. Oh. Then over here on the collection, we have a Batman Beyond #1 universe. I like it. It's Batman Beyond with some flashbacks. Then I have Batman Year 1 Part 1. Can never find 2. I mean, I find it now, but I already have the complete graphic novel, so a lot of influence from this that went on to Batman Begins, especially with Gordon. One of the best Gordon stories. This is a crazy one where like Batman's girlfriend's like murdered. He has a finger sent to him. Fights this big guy. Very Adam West looking there. Yeah, it's Mila Jovovich as her likeness. It's kind of a bigger Batman. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Ben Affleck. Then we have this Detective Comics, Arkham City. This is a prequel before the video game. A Green Lantern ad. 3. And then I could never find 4. It sold out. So here's 5. Then another series that's based off the video game, Arkham Unhinged. I love. Of course, the animation started to change from the video game to something else, and I don't like it when comics aren't consistent, but Dark Knight Rises. Can't believe it's that long ago. I like it. Nice little series that takes some embellishments from the video game of the Arkhamverse. Then we have Batman, the Man Who Laughs. And then over here we have Nightwing. Yes, he ends up getting a red emblem, much like Chris O'Donnell and Batman and Robin. Then we have this one with Thomas Wayne, New 52. Here's his Batgirl cover. I just love the artwork. That's why I got this, but Barbara Gordon's awesome. She needs her own show. Forget Batwoman. Batman and Robin. Damian Wayne's trying to kill Dick Grayson's Batman. They find out Bruce Wayne's alive. Here's this Nightfall issue, Shadow of the Bat. Then we have this holographic cover. They've had a series of these past year. I love it. Then there's Batman Beyond. Nice little cover. Then we have Robin, Joker's Wild. 90s Robin there. This is probably the first comic book I got at Free Comic Book Day. 10-cent adventure of Bruce Wayne Murderer when I was living in Austin. Love it. This my friend Larry gave me for my birthday with a Best Buy gift card. Thank you, Larry. Nightfall. And it actually was from Corpus Christi. It has a little Catwoman sticker there. Batman Confidential. There's a 3-part story here. I think my cousin gave me this for my birthday or Christmas, one of the holidays. Nice little comic. He ends up driving a Honda motorcycle off a bridge onto another side of a bridge that's up. I love it. team up of Batman and Deadman. Batman White Knight is excellent. This is what was there for Batman Day earlier in the year. And then Batman Adventures, pretty much like the New Adventures one, but with the classic Fox Kids animated show. I love these. I love that Batman. Such a great show. A little Showcase 93 of Harvey Dent Two-Face. And then The Dark Knight Rises, literally. That's the Bat Penis one, and it's worth $300. That's the only reason why I got it. I know, I'm weird. I love the story, though. Nice 3-part story. Of course, Brian Azzarello has that Joker vibe. And then for all the DC comics and Batman-related comics, I have this little Batman comic book box. Over here is a Batman Returns die-cast metal lunch tray. And then as far as action figures, here's a little NECA figurine of the '89 Batman. I still have sealed. I got this at my first comic book convention. Overall, not bad. Then we have a replica of the Batpod. And then we have some Heath Ledger action figures unopened. Got that for Christmas. This is a Movie Masters Wave 1 unopened. This is worth some money. I got it when Dark Knight first came out. You could tell because it doesn't have any air holes on the side. I love the old Movie Masters. More affordable than the stuff now and much better made. And then here I have the armored Batman from Arkham Asylum. Then a bat signal from Dark Knight Rises. Little Hot Wheels of the Arkham Asylum Batmobile. I saw a ruby the size of a tangerine. Then it's Officer John Blake, whose real name is Robin. He's Batman. Dark Knight Rises figure. Here's an unopened version of that Movie Masters of Joker. You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it. And the word is panic. His mask is off. Jonathan Crane isn't here, but Scarecrow is. Here's a little New Adventures penguin. Then we have Anne Hathaway's Catwoman. No, sir, I did not see you play with your dolls. Speaking of dolls, here's a Justice League Batman doll. And of course, I have a little replica of the Batman Begins utility belt. And of course, some Joker gloves. Oh yeah, and then there is a Batman poster in my room. And last but not least, here's a Batman door hanger, as well as some artwork that Leo Lieberman drew. Thank you all for watching out there. I hope everyone has a happy National Batman Day 2019. I'm going to listen to some Danny Elfman music, the Prince album, play some Arkham Origins, and yeah, celebrate Batman today. So for all you Batman fans out there, feel free to comment down below. What do you love most about the character? What are some of your favorite Batman memories? Comment down below. You can also check out these other videos on my channel, and feel free to subscribe for more videos. Till next time.